Today is a very important day, especially for me, because I get to see this for the first time, day of release of the 35 Noctilux.
Why do they doubt the kid? I'm about to prove them all wrong again. I got a low tolerance, cause they don't even know what the problem is. It's me. You waiting on the boy to fail, then hold your breath and face your day.
You know, I've repeated about 1,000,000 times, the 35 millimeters is what I carry with me about 90% of the days. You have been the person that sees this for the first time, I think, in general. I mean, I'm sure there's some people that have seen it before. We've talked about it in Italy with some of the Leica people, but when did you get it?
Since early December, I think.
Okay, so early December, you get a call saying, Cam, can we work with you on this lens?
Yeah.
Right? What goes through your mind? We now have all seen your video. What goes through your mind when they approach you with the opportunity?
It's first thing was, why did it take so long? I can't, no, I'm kidding. I was confused and humbled and almost felt like it wasn't real. So I was like, wait, what? But there's a million other people that I thought would have gotten something like this first. So I got it, and I wanted to make sure I did it justice. And once I did get it and I shot the first few frames, you know, all my plans went out of my brain because the look of it, it just consumed, like it inspired me. So.
What is that look that changed everything that you had planned?
It balances, like, I'm always preaching about character, and people think, oh, Cam likes character, more vintage looking stuff, and they automatically assume I don't like quality, I don't like sharpness. I like both, and I like a balance of both. And I have never used a lens that was incredibly sharp, but still had all of like some slight swirliness and some softness on it. So we'll get deeper into it, I'm assuming, but what was the question? I'm getting lost.
This is talking with Cam. You start the question and halfway into it, he's gone.
Yeah.
What of these lens threw away everything that you had planned?
So just the look of it, because going in, I was like, oh, I want to do all this and that. And once I saw the look that the lens could produce, all I want to do is just go out and shoot anything and everything with it. Which to me, usually I'm not the type to carry a camera with me every day and just shoot random things. This lens makes me want to do that.
Okay, so now we know approximately what you do usually with your cameras, how you test them and all that stuff, because we're in your track, you use this a lot, one of your vehicles, you go out, shoot, whether it's models, whether it's nature, whether it's your own dog. I get a lot of pictures of Cam's dogs when he's testing lenses. What has changed since you got this lens?
For a while, I don't know if you intended this, but for a while I've kind of been sleeping on my photography and haven't really been proactive or inspired enough to really go out there. And since getting a Leica like 2 years ago, it started to kind of pick me up. Then getting this lens, it really, because I've been shooting for 15 years now, so I'm bored with like gear because everything's just perfect and great and there's no soul behind the gear. So now with this setup on my EV1, MP, M11, this lens and the image that it produces, it literally just, it woke up my inner photographer again. And I know some people are gonna think I'm just making shit up, talking on my ass, but genuinely, the images I get out of this, they make me happy, they make me content. And it's been a while since a lens could capture what I go out there to try and capture. So it's like a handshake for me in my creative brain.
So, you know, I'm very, very happy, and I thought so far you were at least, you know, relatively happy with the 35 1.4. I only had this lens for the last 10 minutes and I've taken, I think, like 4 shots. I'm putting them up here just to show my first 5 shots or 3 shots. This lens takes the 1.4 just one step farther with, you're calling it character, I'm calling it isolation from the subject, which same, depending on the quality of that out of focus part, the bokeh one. That's what you can call a character or whatever. It has a very special one, that's for sure. I'm not very I haven't used too many times the other Noctiluxes, and I don't know how they compare, but I'm sure there'll be now like 30 videos to compare Noctilux 50mm with the Noctilux 35.
We were just at the Leica store in LA, literally a couple hours ago, and now we're out here in my hometown, which is 70 miles east. But I was looking for a Noctilux 50mm f1, because I think it would pair up with this well.
This is the Miss of Italy, remember? We saw that one, and none of us bought it. The one that we missed.
Yeah, I know.
We wanted to buy that one in the Leica Milano, and the three of us, you, me, and Jason, passed it, and we should have gotten it.
Yeah, really should. I
mean, these are decisions of thousands of dollars, but you know.
Yeah.
I'm very, very excited to try a little bit this one more. Can you talk about a little bit about the work that you've done so far with this? Because I have seen you way more active than usual, posting more than you probably should have.
Yeah. I was scared too, because I have posted this on my stories a couple times before the release, but I blurred it out. And I was like, I hope Leica's okay that I did that.
I mean pictures. I've seen pictures that I know for sure.
Well, that's what I was gonna lead to. So I've been posting images I've been shooting with this too. And I like doing little teasers and nobody's knowing what the lens was. And when people ask, I just don't reply.
They're looking for you, bro.
So you brought up the Summilux 35mm FLE. I bought that lens when I got the EV1 because the close focus. And I don't know when people watch my video if they're going to be able to see the big difference, unless you're watching on a big TV or something like that. But if you're watching on a phone, you might not see it. But I did comparison side by side. The thing with the FLE is the bokeh feels sharp. It feels clinical. It feels modern all the way through. Then you get this. And at first you might not feel there's a huge difference, but then after you start shooting it more, next thing you realize you're getting more creamy bokeh, everything looks more buttery, the bokeh feels softer, but it still feels sharp, whatever your focus point is, still feels incredibly sharp. So, for some people this might be a refinement over the FLE. For other people, if you don't have the FLE, this is gonna be a huge, I don't even wanna call it upgrade, but just a new adventure, I guess. There's 3 spherical elements in it, which I don't know of any other lens that I've used personally that has 3 spherical elements. The way that I've been educated about their APO lenses and this, that has something similar, is the focus point, whatever's in focus, the contrast is at its maximum. And then whatever's out of focus, again, this is what I've been educated with through the Leica team.
So a little bit Apple feeling.
Yeah.
Look and feel.
And on the Apple lenses, whatever's in focus, it cuts off the image almost. It like cuts and pops out of the image. It becomes like 3D almost. This is doing something very similar because whatever's not in focus, that contrast point drastically falls off. And so it creates more, as Jaime said, that separation. But then we still have that nostalgic swirly look to it too, wide open, which I love that. So there's a number of things, but that's just the taste. What would you ask me?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, well, first of all, before I ask you about your video, I'm very, very impressed with the size. The size seems like pretty much as long as the
You have to do closer to this later.
FLE, yeah.
Here you
are. And but it's a little bit thicker. And honestly, when we talked in Germany with the Leica employees, they said that it was going to be way thicker and actually hard to remove, and that they had to do that notch right there. I don't know if you see that it's kind of like, see the lens is not continuous.
Oh yeah.
They make so you can, but I thought it was going to be way more exaggerated.
Yeah.
That it was going to be hard to put your finger in there, and it's very, very easy. Actually, the size is impressive, dude, how they kept it.
It's almost the same length.
Yeah.
But the FLE is a 46mm filter thread, and the Nocti is 49. So that's the only like huge size difference between the two.
That's very nice.
Hey, look at the strap here. Anyway.
Talk about sponsored by.
Talk
about your video. How do you get to where you landed?
So, well, you asked me about the images and stuff that I was shooting too. So, yeah. So immediately when I was just walking around town, dog walks. It's usually how I like to test a new lens. Just typical stuff that I don't ever post. Someone wants to see my dog or flowers and bees and stuff. But seeing how the lens rendered, it made me want to go out and do a million different shoots and all the type of shoots that I love to do. So fashion shoots, portraiture work, road trip, Americana type stuff. So that's what I did. So over like the past few weeks, we were just out there on the road. I think I spent $4,000 to $5,000 producing that video. And it's because, you know, driving to Arizona, driving out to the desert north of Los Angeles, driving to LA, shooting a little bit around my own town. There's a mix of just everything that I love to do. I try to put it all into the video because usually I would not go out of my way to do something like that. But the fact that this lens, I want to shoot as much as I could, all the things I love to do to really push the lens and see what it was doing. And I'm happy I did because now it's probably going to be glued to
your camera.
Yeah.
Now it's glued to mine, which is where actually it should be.
No.
But what is the theme of your video, and how do you describe where you landed? Because you said that you have previous ideas,
yeah.
but then when you saw the lens, game over.
So yeah, so going into it again, I wasn't really sure because it's a Leica lens, price points, yada yada yada. But then again, once I started to use it, I realized it for me, and this is the important part, for me subjectively, it balances modern high quality image quality with heritage and character. It feels like this is like a timestamp for Leica. Like this is like, hey, here's 100 years of lens designs and here's our modern quality all in one lens. And it's compact as fuck, which is crazy. So the topic of my video, I wanted to kind of play with that conversation because we have a lot of people in our space where, you know, even the Leica space, we're like, oh, that lens doesn't have perfect sharpness into the corners, the far edges. And to me, I'm like, that's not why I shoot Leica though. I shoot Leica because I want to flirt with high image quality, but I still want all that vintage character. And I want to be able to put on my film camera, on my digital camera, and have the same exact experience between both of the cameras. So for me, in the video, I wanted to talk about objective perfection and subjective perfection. Because in art, when you ask anybody what's perfection to them, the definition drastically changes depending who you're asking. There's no objective definition of perfection when it comes to art. So I tried my best to kind of flirt with that, but there's so much to cover. So I don't know.
Yeah, perfection is something I wanted to get to because, like you said, each person has a definition of what's perfect. I've always leaned towards a little bit more, even on the Leica lenses, to something that is very sharp, very clinical. But even with that, that's why the 35 1.4, I really like it. It has a little bit of vignetting, which I do like. This one surprised me. As soon as I picked it up and I shot it, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
This has more of what I like of the 35 1.4 and still incredibly sharp.
Yeah.
In the middle and everything that is focused.
So I took Jaime to a reservation out in Montana, and he had his FLE with him, and I tried it, and it didn't do much. It looks great. It's amazing, but it didn't really move me. I still bought it though. It's for the EV1 in close focus. And then trying this lens moves me. And it's not because, you know, I'm working with Leica and yada yada. It has zero to do with that. I could give two shits about that. The lens, genuinely, the way it renders images, it makes me want to go out and shoot. For me, that's the most important thing.
I was just looking while you were talking. This is also close focus.
Yeah.
All the way to 0.5, which is wild. For a Noctilux, I'm very excited to get super close to something and see how everything else blows up.
And it's interesting too, because usually I don't like using the close focus on my FLE because it distorts faces, obviously. For some reason, I've done there's maybe like a dozen shots in my videos of closer up to faces. I don't feel that distortion. So maybe it wasn't even the case on the FLE, and maybe it's just because I'm shooting wide open, so it's really dissolving. You know, the pupil will be in focus, but then everything else just melts. It's stunning.
Oh shit! Oh, this is like, look at the rim of your glasses. It's great.
There's still some slight chromatic aberrations, but it's on more specular highlights that you see it. You're not going to see it really. It's not intense in general. The only thing that's kind of intense on it, sometimes the vignetting, wide open when I'm shooting out in the desert, which is just all light, you know, light everywhere. The vignetting at times was pronounced, but to be fair, I do not have the firmware that recognizes this lens yet. And, you know, obviously I have this super early on, so I don't have all the software to support that. But in post, I was able to digitally correct it. I shot slide film, very limited dynamic range, so you saw the vignetting a little bit more. in my video on that.
How did this lens change you? The way you approach now to a subject, the way you've changed your way of shooting those models that you've been shooting.
Girls like me now.
That doesn't change you, change them. Makes them blind.
Yeah, it's really, I mean, this is a mix of the lens and shooting end mount bodies. I'm feeling the need to do the act of photography again. And before I was shooting the Leica stuff, I lost the fire. There's even an old podcast of me like 3 or 4 years ago, and they're like, "We love your photography, yada yada yada." And I told them, I was like, honestly, photography is extremely boring to me now. Because I'm like, all cameras are good. There's no soul in any of the lenses. I got to a point where I accomplished a lot of the things I set out to do 10 years ago. And so I got to a place where I'm just like, I don't care anymore.
And also I think one part of that, and you and I have talked about it in the past a lot, is, a lot of people think that this conversation always goes this route, and it's because snobism of the M system. But when you, and I don't know if it's your case too, but when you get into an M that has a 1.2 and you have to work harder to get the shot when the shot is right, it's mind-blowing. And it's a common thread with people that do film. Film is just not for me. But when I put myself in a position of, what was that?
Loser.
Oh, I didn't see the other side. I was like, what the heck?
He's too old. He missed the 90s trend.
When I see a great shot that I've taken with this, or even with the 1.4, and nobody else can get it, I'm like ultra proud of that.
You feel like you earned it.
Yeah.
And with all the modern cameras, there's a time and place for it. I'm not saying there's not. I still do commercial work sometimes, and when I do, I go back to my mirrorless, zoom lenses, because it's not really about the fulfillment. It's about getting a job done. But when I did that for so long, I lost the spirit of being a photographer and the act of photography and going out there and trying to accomplish something through photography. And all this has brought it back. And again, a paintbrush like this, as I say in my video, when you find a paintbrush that can execute what your vision is, like it's like the missing puzzle piece. So it's kind of interesting, the adventure of getting into M body, using vintage Leica glass, which I still adore, and now pairing it with this. It's just, I feel like I come full circle now, and I've now like graduated into being like a grumpy,
I got the hat.
Oh yeah, the old man hat, I guess. So I feel like I'm this getting into Leica now, a lens like this. I feel like I'm in a new chapter of experimenting again with photography and actually trying.
From all of the bodies that you've tried, because I'm sure you've tried with film, you've tried with the M11 and also the EV1, which one do you think is the best pair for this lens?
That's tough. People are gonna hate me for this.
It is your opinion. It's nobody else's opinion other than his.
So, I love this lens for fashion and portraiture work, okay? The EV1, when it comes to fashion work, has made my life even better. The EV1 paired with this lens, I have it set up to where the little focus lever in the front here, while I'm looking through the viewfinder, I can just hit this, grab critical focus, and then start shooting the model. To me, that's like, this has been one of the most streamlined photography experiences. Obviously you can get autofocus, blah, blah, blah. But again, that's boring and it disengages my brain and I start losing the thrill of the act of photography. So this is combining both worlds. So personally for me, if you like doing portraiture work and you still want to move fast but still have a rangefinder body experience and that little bit of a slowdown, EV1 for me. And you guys can see I've bedazzled my EV1. I put Python skin on it. I have the IDS modular grip on here. This has helped because on my M11, when I do fashion work, I'm shooting hundreds of photos on a photo shoot. With this, I'm shooting thousands. And they still have a very similar vibe that I would get on a rangefinder. But even with that said, the EV1 has got me to shoot with my MP even more. I've shot more film this year alone already.
Why?
With this lens, because of this lens and this camera, the EV1. or that lens, and the EV1.
But how does that translate for you to want to shoot more film? If you're
Well, when I got the M11, that's all I was using because I love the M11.
Right.
But I stopped shooting film because I was getting the film experience, but on digital. And so now that I got the EV1, I don't have that experience. And so next thing you know, I'm picking up my MP again.
Mm-hmm.
And so now I get my rangefinder film experience, which is like the core of Leica. And then I get this little hybrid fast electric viewfinder with the same form function and the same lens and the same performance, kind of, sort of, in certain ways.
Let's talk about price. I know that you, since the moment that you got it until just now, you didn't have a firm price on it, and things change up and down depending on tariffs and other factors. But if it was higher than $10,000, would it still be worth to buy this lens? What were your thoughts as you were shooting, and where was that line of worth or not worth the money?
So, as I always say, I'm not rich, I'm irresponsible. I don't have kids, I just have a dog. I have a bunch of toys. So for me, yes. If I had to go out and buy this with my own money, I would have sold my FLE2 and I would have put that money towards getting this lens. For me, the way, getting inspiration is priceless to me. So if something inspires me and it's gonna get me to go out there and do the act of photography, and it's gonna get me shots that I'm so excited about to the point that I wanna print it, where I wanna make a book out of it. To me, that's priceless. And I would pay that price for that. But again, that's me. I'm not saying other people have to go out there and buy it.
Yeah, now that this, to me, I think it would be my first Noctilux. I think is in the right, 35 millimeters. I've always been doubtful about buying a 50 that is 0.95 because I don't use 50 that often. But I think if the price is right, this lens will definitely join the collection. Now that said, given that this lens is in the market, which lenses are you keeping?
Ooh.
Which makes your perfect kit?
So currently my lineup is 21 f1.4. I initially did not think I was gonna like that lens. Love it. Again, for fashion work. 28mm f1.8. Love it. I don't use it as much as maybe I should. 35 Noctilux now, but also I have the 35mm Summilux Preaspherical version 3. Absolutely love that lens. That's a totally different beast from the 1970s. Gorgeous. From there, I have a Summilux 50mm Preaspherical version 3 as well from 1995. It's a brass one and it's been repainted with glossy black. Love the way that lens renders. There's a softness, so it's great for portraits, but still incredibly sharp. Bokeh just is stunning. And then a 75 1.4, which I've been using even more than that 50 now.
Because of the EV1?
Yeah. So the EV1 too is what really has allowed me to use that 21 and that 75 range now. So even 28 I struggle with on the M11 and the MP because I wear prescriptions and it's hard for me to get my eyeball into it to see the frame lines. So the EV1, again, for someone like me, it's been allowing me to shoot more.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah. Oh, and then the last one, I bought this while we were in Italy. The Summicron 90mm. I think it's the version 1 or version 2.
I don't know, you bought both.
It's from it's from like the 1960s. It's silver. That is a stunning lens. But I've been using the 75 and 35 and 21 most recently the most.
Which one was the favorite project of everything you've done with this lens since you got it?
Ooh, that's tough. Probably the nighttime photo shoot in LA.
Who with?
A model named McKenna. That really, it allowed me to get creative because it just wasn't beautiful daylight, which is what I usually do in the desert. I got to do something different, which if you guys go literally a decade into my Instagram, you'll see there's similar work from fucking years ago. I use my own light. I have a light that I did, and I use that in the RGB mode. So I got to, get a little bit creative with the lighting, but really just flexing the lens wide open at nighttime. The way I think those shots really show the lens off the best, personally. But also the way the shots came out, they have like a tungsten film type look. There's a bluish look to it. They just look really cinematic, some neon lights in there, city lights in the backdrop. So yeah, I want to do more like that with this lens now. If you could find a lens that like moves you, and next thing you know, you're like, I want to go do a shoot like this, like that, like this. I want to go shoot this, all because that lens moved you. Like, that's huge, in my opinion.
One thing that people don't get to see or get to experience, how was the experience of working with Leica?
The easiest ever. They are so laid back. Like, usually when I work with brands, they're like, okay, we need you to hit this, hit that. We love for you to only use this, do that. Leica literally was like, we want you to do what you do, however you do it.
Yeah,
and I was like, is there guidelines? Like, they're like, nope.
That's my experience too. That is, you're kind of, in my case, that I triple think everything. I actually end up questioning, am I doing something wrong that they're not giving me direct instructions?
Yeah.
Even in the Italy trip, I was the whole time asking, hey, what are you guys expecting from me here? And they're like, just enjoy the trip. And I was like, what?
It's crazy. Leica really does focus on community. And it's not like a fake, it's not like Sony Kondo, they're finding people out and trying to act like they have a community and stuff. It's not like that. It's a genuine community. Because everybody who gets the opportunity to work with Leica, you know, they're just not picking up randos like off YouTube and stuff. It's like, you got to show you actually care about the heritage and that you actually like using the cameras. So yeah, working with them, having that trust, having that community aspect, them, even like the little, during the Zoom meeting, when they brought up all the pre-production stuff, every shot was mine except for one. And it's because it was a nighttime shot. And they weren't going to go 10 years into my work to try to find nighttime stuff that I'd done. So that was the only shot that wasn't mine, but everything else was my shots.
So all the recommendations they were saying, go this route, to give you examples, were your own shots.
Yeah.
That's just great.
Yeah. And the only times I've ever done, I've had that is when I do commercial work and a brand hire me to execute what I do because they want that for their branding. That's happened a good amount of times in my career. But there's a lot of brands, most of the time it's not that. Most of the time it's, this is our brand, this is what we need. We love what you do what you do. Oh, but this is what we need. And so Leica wasn't like that at all. They literally were just like, I was like, what if we do this? They were just do what you do.
That's great.
I was like, that's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, but at the same time, gives you, gives you the sense that you for sure can achieve what they're asking you to do, because it's basically what you're natural on.
And I will say, I am very proud of that video. And it's rare. Jaime and I have had these conversations. It's rare for me to be proud of a video. This one I'm proud of.
Sounds good. Well, I'm excited to see how the world reacts to it. It's still just a few days in, and it's been a great response to it. Leica really loves it, right? So I hope people can. I hope people have the same reaction and sign up to at least see the lens and get it in their own hands.
Yeah, and I will say, guys, you have to try this lens, because I have a feeling anybody who tries this lens, they're gonna be like, ah, fuck. It's one of those lenses that you
save money for.
Yes, it save money for. If it's something that you don't even want to get into, don't even bother trying it. Because I'm telling you, if you try it, you're gonna be like, ah, shit.
Well, you know, it's surprising because with the Noctiluxes, with the 50, I've tried it a couple of times, and I haven't gotten that feeling. But with this one, immediately as I shot the first shot, I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
What am I gonna sell now?
I have a feeling that's gonna be everyone's response.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was my response with the AV1 too. But then
you didn't get it though.
I know I didn't get it. But this one 100% is coming.
Ma'am.
Well, thank you so much for giving us a little bit of the insight into the little amount of thinking of Mackey.
More ramblings.
and thank you for sharing your work, dude. And I hope that we can find some B-roll to throw into the video.
Yeah. What? You hungry? You have some Spanish food.
Oh yeah. Subscribe, and what else? No, what,
Comment, like, subscribe.
comment, like, subscribe.
Yeah.
Do you even say that in
No.
your videos?
I probably should.
You
but-
assume they're gonna do it?
Yeah,
Oh
yes.
man, what an ego.
No, I generally do not care. What?
I will
tell
be,
them.
you know
Tell
what, I
them.
will be,
Comment, like.
I will be way more excited if people make a parody video of this or talk shit about it.
They will.
Yeah.
I'm in it, so you're gonna get a lot of shit talkers.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
What? Chill.
Ah,
Oh,
I don't have your food, dude.
There goes the lens.
I don't have your food.
All right.